Hi there, my name is Jimmy Bonero, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate an asset management add-on that can be added to the AutoStore solution framework. This add-on demonstrates how we can use NSi Mobile to help any organization that might be using asset tags to keep track of their physical inventory inside of their organization. And I've already created a package that includes this add-on, and right-click on the file, run as administrator, and go ahead and extract the file. And after the window's closed, the add-on has been added. The next thing is I'm going to build a solution with the AutoStore solution framework by launching the solution manager. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy a new solution, and in this example I'll go ahead and choose medical records for my new and existing configuration. I'll click next, and in step 2 I'm going to go ahead and just select the devices that I want and click next. And in step 3 we're going to go ahead and choose the asset management workflow. When you click on this, there's a little bit of a description on what the add-on is about, and one of the things that is included as part of this demo are some sample asset labels that can be printed out and used for demonstration purposes. So I'll go ahead and just deselect all the ones that I don't want, select asset management, and it's important to note that in step 2 you want to make sure that your web-based workflow is definitely selected, as this will use NSi Mobile. So with asset management selected, I'll go ahead and click next, and here I'll go ahead and call this AutoStore for asset management. I'll go ahead and click build, and I'll go ahead and launch the AutoStore Process Designer. Alright, so the next thing I want to do to get started is I want to go to the web capture configuration, and we want to change the authentication to suit our individual demo environment. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and use custom script, and if you are using an NFR, this will work. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and I'm going to start the service. Alright, so let me move this out of the way. I'll go ahead and close. Alright, and then what I want to do is I want to look at the AutoStore files folder on the C drive. And there's a new folder here called Asset Management. This folder contains some different folders, and the sample files folder contains an asset labels sample. I've already created 20 asset tags that could be printed and used for demonstration purposes, and as part of the demo, the first 2 have already been assigned to some assets, so 03 all the way to 020 in this example can be used for repurposing. So let me go ahead and close this, and we'll come to our mobile device. I'm going to select NSi Mobile. Okay, and because custom authentication is selected, I just need to enter in my username, and I'll go ahead and log in. Now I'm going to go to Activities, and I'm going to select Asset Management. When I go to Asset Management, I've got 4 options. A new asset would be when I'm bringing new inventory into the organization, I want to apply an asset tag to it and provide the details for that particular asset, as well as assign a location to where the asset is going to be assigned to, as well as the person that's going to be assigned that particular asset. Update asset will allow us to update the location or the person that asset is assigned to. Inventory asset allows us to take an inventory of any items throughout that asset's life in the organization. In the case where an asset might be missing, we can fill out a missing asset report from our device. So let's go ahead and get started by pressing New Asset. The first thing I'm prompted to do is to scan the barcode of the asset tag. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to press the blue button, and with this particular asset I've already scanned it, and you'll notice that the asset already exists. So those first 2 barcodes are already taken and have been assigned. So in this case, what I really need to do is I'm assigning a new asset. I need a new asset number. So I'm going to take the next asset that's available. And now that I've got the new asset assigned, I'm going to go ahead and start defining the description of what this asset is. The date that the asset was acquired, the location of the asset, and who the asset will be assigned to. At this point, I've provided all the information for the particular asset, and the final thing to do is to go ahead and submit it. Alright, so now that that's been sent, I've recorded the asset to the property. Now I'll press OK. If I go back to Asset Management and I choose New Asset, we'll scan that same barcode. And as you can see, that asset already exists. So that's how we would add a new asset to our system. Now I'm going to go ahead and press back. And I'm going to go to Asset Management. And let's say we want to update that asset. So when I press Update Asset, I'll go ahead and scan the same barcode. And all of the information about that asset is now available for me to view, including the information that I just entered in. You'll notice that some of this information is read-only and some of it is updatable. In this case, maybe all we really want someone to be able to do is assign just certain pieces of information, such as where the asset is located or who that asset is assigned to, but we don't want them to make any changes to when the asset was acquired or perhaps even the serial number and what type of asset it is. So we're only exposing just that information that needs to be updated. And perhaps it isn't room 1111, it's really room number 236. And maybe we're not going to assign this to John Smith. But it should be to Mary Jones. So I'll go ahead and submit that. And the document has been sent. I'll go ahead and press OK. I'll go back to Asset Management and we'll go back to Update Asset. We'll take a picture of that same barcode. And as you can see, it still brings up the same information about it, but you'll notice that at the bottom that the information has been updated. So I'm going to go ahead and press back. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Inventory Asset. When I press Inventory Asset, we want to go ahead and scan that asset tag again. Alright, and when I do that, the information about the asset is clearly here, and all I really need to do here is just submit. I just want to confirm that this information is correct. This might be a month later or 3 months later or whatever interval we're doing our inventory, and by submitting we simply take this information and we place it inside of an inventory database to be able to recall later on. So I'll go ahead and submit that to confirm that this asset still exists and that that information is correct. Now in the case where an asset might be missing, I'm going to go ahead and choose Missing Asset. In here, I'm going to provide a description of that item. Now that I've completed the information, finally what I'll do is I'll go ahead and sign this, and I'll also include my name in printed form. Now that the information about the missing asset is complete, I'll go ahead and submit. And the document's been sent. So I'll go ahead and press OK, and I'll put my mobile device aside. Now what I want to do is go to our asset management folder that's on our local disk, C drive, AutoStore files in asset management. When I come to missing assets, I've got my missing asset form, which contains the information that I entered on my mobile device. Information about the asset, the reason to why the asset is missing, my signature, and my name and the date that it was signed. So that concludes the asset management add-on for the AutoStore solution framework. I hope this has been informative, and until next time, thanks for watching.